Okay, we're going to be talking about application problems and specifically some geometry application problems. Now, every time we do an application problem, we always, and this is true with all kind of application problems, we need to do things like, first, we need to read our question. After that, we're going to need to organize our data. And this is where the bulk of our work is actually going to be. And every single type of question has its own organization strategy. This is where you're going to see the most differences between the different types of application problems. After that, you can make a formula or make an equation. You're going to solve that. Then it's very important to state your answer. And one of the important things in your answers are units. It's also a good idea to give yourself a reality check. Ask yourself, does my answer make sense? Now, let's talk about our strategy for solving geometry questions. And whenever we've got a good geometry question, I like to say, draw a picture and label it. It also is going to help for you to write down any formulas you're going to need. So frequently this is going to be things like perimeter or area, and it's very helpful to have have a list of those kind of formulas. So for things like triangles, or for triangles, rectangles, squares, all that sort of thing. But let's get down to some examples here. I'm going to say we've got, actually, now let's start with a triangle. Whoops. And I'm going to do this. I'm going to say one side of a triangle is 3 times the shortest side. The third side is 7 feet more than the shortest side. The perimeter is 62 feet. Find all 3 sides. Now this would seem really daunting at first. This one could seem pretty scary. But what we're going to do is I'm just going to draw a triangle. And I've got 3 sides, and I'm just going to call this short side here, I'm going to call that X for now. So this, I'm going to say X is my shortest side. One of these other sides is 3 times that length, so I'm going to call this one 3X. That third side is 7 feet more than the shortest side. So this one is going to be x plus 7. Now I know that the perimeter is equal to the sum of my sides. And it's always the case for any shape. It's always that sum of those sides. So here, the sum of my 3 sides, I'll take this short side, is x. I've got this side right here, which is 3x. And I've got this last side here, which is x plus 7. And I know something else about my perimeter. The perimeter is 62 feet. So now I have an equation I can solve. When I take a look at this, let's go ahead and solve this. I've got x plus 3x is, and I can take away this set of parentheses. I put this in here just to differentiate the sides. So I've got x plus 3x plus x plus 7. X plus 3x is 4x, plus another x is 5x. So this is going to be 5x plus 7 is equal to this 62. And now I can just subtract 7 from both sides of my equation here. So I'm going to have 62, I'll just subtract 7 here. 5x plus 7, I'm subtracting 7 from this side as well, from this side of the equation, not. So I've got 5x is equal to, it looks like that's going to be 55. And then I'll divide both sides of my equation by 5. So I've got x is equal to 11. So now when I look, so now we've found x, but we haven't answered the question. We're asked to find the lengths of the 3 sides. So this is one of the sides, 3x. So, if x is equal to 11, 3 times x is going to be 3 times 11 is 33. And the other one is that, x plus 7, that's going to be 11 plus 7 is 18. So my sides, I'll do this as sort of our thought bubble as to where our answers are coming from. So my sides are 11 feet, 18 feet, and 33 feet.